Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to our channel, and thanks for logging on. Today, we're discussing the Parmigiani Ovale Pantographe. 18-karat white gold. You can see this unique lacquer dial power reserve 8-day manual wind pantograph hand timepiece on our website. Purchase it there and subscribe to our channel if you enjoy these videos. You can also click on the card in the upper right hand corner of the screen at any time during this video to see our full listing for this watch with additional accessories included, high resolution images for your desktop, and naturally complete pricing details for this Ovale Pantographe from Parmigiani Fleurier. Now, the watch on my wrist represents several hundred years worth of events in the making. You may be wondering why there is some kind of book underneath my 16-centimeter wrist, and I'll tell you, it's because at the recent Patek Philippe Grand Exhibition, for which this book is the guide and reference, there was a Varden & Steadman retailed pocket watch attributed to William Anthony, and it is this exact pocket watch series, which dates back to the late 18th century, that directly inspired Parmigiani's 114 Special of 2011. Now, the Special 114 later became the production Pantographe. The Ovale Pantographe you see here, representing a combination of wristwatch format, classical Parmigiani lugs, and that famed Varden & Steadman expending hand pocket watch. So let me just try to explain this. Before I go into fit and feel, you kind of have to see this to understand what I'm talking about. Extensible, handmade aluminum hands that trace perfectly the arc of a non-round dial. So the watch you see here, more dynamic than a typical timepiece without a seconds hand. As you can see, this watch has something almost completely unique in all of horology, and that is a rare claim to be able to make in earnest for any luxury manufacturer. Now let's talk about the basic fit of the watch. On my wrist, it's big, there's no question about that. 38 millimeters across the round of the case, not inclusive of the crown. The watch is 12.8 millimeters thick, so not exceptionally thick given its complication. It does have a dramatically sloped case flank, including the bezel, that allows a dress cuff to ride up and over it. For all but the absolute tightest sleeves, this watch should be perfectly viable. It's a substantial 52 millimeters from lug to lug on my 16-centimeter wrist, but because of the shape of the lugs, you can see they really do hug the curve of your forearm. This is an easy watch, though large and heavy, to wear on a smaller wrist. Now, I'll also say that if your wrist is as small as, I would say, 14.5 centimeters in circumference, you're going to wear this watch without any concerns. Ergonomically, it's excellent, but it is heavy. You never forget you're wearing something truly substantial on the wrist. The white gold certainly asserts itself, and it's paired with a very substantial matte finish black, minimally bolstered, folded edge monotone stitch alligator leather strap, wonderfully supple calfskin on the bottom. Remember, Parmigiani straps are built by Hermes for the company and to suit each model, and there's a beautiful white gold Parmigiani pin buckle for easy on-the-fly adjustability, and you can see the profile of those signature teardrop lugs recapitulated in the profile of the pin buckle. No detail overlooked. The case is all of high polish, but it has remarkably complex curves to it. You can see no line seems to turn in only one direction. Everything is snaking, arcing, twisting. It has incredible dynamism about it. Again, I feel that for a watch with no seconds indication, this is about as much visual energy as any timepiece can contain without bursting. The dial is oval per the watch's name, a beautiful white lacquer with raised blue transferred indices and numerals. It's highly stylized and quite true to its source material historically. The lacquer has a gorgeous gleam, and the beautiful hands, again made of aluminum and assembled manually, are gorgeous to examine with the naked eye or under a loupe. Now, the 8-day power reserve has a semi-swoosh scale, if we may call it that, at 12 o'clock. The diminishing arc, perhaps the most accurate way to describe it, turns progressively more blue as you wind the watch, and the date at 6 o'clock does benefit from a quick set feature such that you can rapidly cycle it should it run out of time and have to be reset or encounter an irregular length month. 3 ATM water resistance, so don't take the plunge, but once you're high and dry, enjoy a movement caliber 111 with no fewer than 8 interior angles. Most high-end watch finishing concerns tend to throw in one or two interior angles if they have the art to pull off the cleft with perfect artistry, feel, attention to detail. It's something that often ruins a plate or a bridge in progress and requires a restart. Hence, they tend to be shied away from, to the point that some manufacturers avoid them altogether, even on hand-finished movements, because they are sharp and the transition from one plane to another has to be seamless. It's considered to be the hardest individual art in movement finishing. So naturally, Parmigiani, an integrated manufacturer par excellence, gives you 8 interior angles. Now, the movement beats away at a traditional 21,600 vibrations per hour, features a gorgeous swan's neck micrometric regulation device. There's a linear Côte de Genève across the bridges, beautifully textured, and a very tight, even micro perlage across the base plate. All the screw heads are suitably polished and their slots chamfered. You can see the movement is a feast for the eyes. In the best tradition of manual wound calipers, you can see everything, nothing obscured by a winding mass. 28 joules, 8 interior angles, 192 hours or 8 days of power reserve. This watch is superb and absolutely unique. You can see and you can purchase it on our website.